when it comes to like interracial dating with like white girls and like how they don't like most of them don't date out,
Yeah.
like to an extent, like I agree with it, but like I think it's mainly due to proximity and just what
Okay.
they're familiar with more so than not liking like black people themselves, right? Because if a white girl, because like for me personally, like I grew up in Ohio, right? And
Mm.
so it's probably the more most one of the most, well, I'd say liberal, but it's mainly white people, right? And I've kind of had the experience of sleeping with both white girls and black girls, and I'm a short dude, and I'm kind of like on the lighter skin. Like I'm still black, but I'm just on a lighter skin.
Mm.
And from my experience, it's kind of more about like how you present yourself and carry yourself, and if you're actually like attractive or not, versus your
Mm.
skin color.
Mm.
And I think if you're a white girl, right, and say you grew up in a small town, right, and you go off to college, but all you ever knew is white dudes, and that's all you ever dated, you might not feel comfortable dating someone outside of that.
True.
And to
True.
be honest, like not just black dudes, but there's hella white dudes that get rejected by the same white girls too. And a lot of women or a lot of men, not just black guys, don't have their shit together. And it just so happens that I think that white dudes kind of get more leeway with it just because of not having their
Kinda.
shit together.
They get more than kinda more leeway with it, bro.
Well, yeah, but the thing
I
is though,
try not
those
to swear, bro. Try not to swear as well.
yeah, yeah, but the thing is, a lot of times though, like even when they get those women that give them that leeway, they still don't respect them either.
Mm.
Like it's not like
But
they're
my
still
the only
happy in
reason
those
I say that
relationships.
the only reason I say that is because from what I've seen in real life is that an average white guy will get way more leeway in dating than the average black guy, and in average in all respects: height, face, money, everything, popularity, swag, whatever.
Yeah, yeah,
Like
no, yeah, mine too.
not to say that the average white guy is gonna get the best looking chick out there. I'm not saying that, but he's gonna have a wider, definitely a wider range to of pool to fish in, definitely. Yeah,
Yeah,
and just by media representation, just sort of society representation, most women will probably feel like a white guy is more of a safer option than a black guy. Let's keep it real.
yeah. Well, that's kind of low key been my experience sometimes. Where like, say if I want to like mess with a chick, like a white chick, and like I can like in all honesty, like I consider myself like I'm short, like I'm like 5'8", but I do decent on dating apps, and I kind
Mm,
of have like a side. I played football and I played sports, so I was
mm,
always in shape. And so, like, when I would try to talk to her and she wouldn't really be fucking, or not shit, I'm sorry. When she wouldn't be like be messing with me, but then the next dude I see her with, he kind of would be like a maybe below average white dude. I'm kind of just like, damn. She rejected me for him, but then
yeah.
it took me a while to kind of understand why, and I was like, oh, okay, it makes sense. So
Bro,
it's not like anything I did.
I'll give you an example. There was one time, yeah, I went to a club, yeah. Now, I'll be real. This club was not for my demographic, really, bruv. Yeah. Or maybe it had one floor in there where, they play the rap music and R&B music, but really, truly, that's it, really. Yeah. But predominantly, it was white people in this club. I went in there. I was in there with a couple mates. And I remember there was some chick. She had like dark hair, kind of like Mediterranean look, kind of Middle Eastern look. And like I tried to say hello to her, she just ignored me completely, bro. Like complete ignore. Now I'm not a short dude. I'm well built. Like I'm not okay looking dude. Like do you know what I mean? Boom. Like two twos now. I see who she was talking to. Skinny, scrawny, like white guy, like no offense to him, but he didn't look like much. And I was just like, wow. And that's when I was just like, oh, it's it's that dynamic we're talking about. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah. So it's like, well, like, how would you, I guess, kind of cope with that then, knowing that like if you're a black guy, right, and say like maybe you are slightly above average, but in like some regards, whether it's your looks or your height, but you're still lacking in some areas, like would it be worth like trying to like go out of your way to date outside your race? Like, because let's be honest, in America,
I
right?
never think to go out of my way to date outside my race anyway. It was just I saw a girl that I found attractive and I wanted to approach her. And someone in the chat said she likely wasn't into the thug maxing King Richez. What the hell does that even mean, bruv? What does that even mean? You see, this is what I'm saying. Like, if you're a black guy saying that, you're an idiot. And if you're a non-black person saying that, you're very ignorant and you're an idiot as well. Do you get what I'm saying? Because like this is the thing. This is why black men are in such a unique position. And you could be a black guy and just be normal, but you're thug maxing. Do you get what I'm saying? Because of media representation, because of the image that black men have. Literally, if you're wearing a hoodie, you're a thug. If a white guy had the exact same image as me, yeah, long hair, perfect teeth, hoops in his ears, a little bit of jewelry, wearing a hood, he wouldn't be thug maxing.
I was gonna say that like a lot of dating coaches, they'll tell you that like, oh well, race in a sense doesn't matter because majority of women are gonna reject you regardless, of your status, money, and clout or whatever. And like to an extent, that's true. But like with black guys, it's still different because an average white guy, like you said, can still be average and still get the same type of woman that you're working hard for to try to impress or get.
Absolutely
So it's
agree.
like it's not. So it's not like you can just be like have that. I mean, you could have that mindset, but it's like it kind of makes you not want to go out and approach women, I guess, outside of your race, even though because like let's be honest, in the states, majority of white women, like 60% of girls are white, and so if you're just gonna say, oh well, I'm just gonna then go for black women, then well that doesn't really work because you're still gonna be the minority wherever you live at. So it's kind of like black men are kind of in a box. A lot of us are.
Unless you're some super Tyrone. And then
Right.
and that's when a lot of times, like for instance, when you talk to a lot of white guys or non-black guys, and they always say, oh nah, all you black guys, you get all the girls. Yeah, Tyrones do.
I'm Tyrone.
But like the average black guy is not put in the eyes of the media. It's not represented really. What did they put in the faces of everyone? The normal average 9 to 5 white guy, bro. He doesn't need to be 6'8".
I mean, well, again though, I still think kind of like what I mentioned earlier is that like if all things are equal, they're gonna pick the white guy. But let's just say you take a black guy, right, and he's making 6 figures. He may not be the tallest, but he has other things to leverage. I still think overall, women, kind of like you said, are going to be women, and they're going to pick the best option. I just think that when you hear like a lot of guys saying like, "Oh, I don't like black women because they give me attitude and this and that," I think some of that is cope because women are going to give you that regardless. It's just white
Yeah.
women do it a little bit differently. They're more passive
Yes.
aggressive with it. So it's like a lot of things that black guys do and say, they kind of do like they put themselves in this kind of box where they're neglecting self-improvement at the end of the day. And regardless, you still have to go talk to these chicks. So you don't know whether or not she's going to like you unless you still talk to her and
Yes.
you did the
Exactly.
self-improvement. So to
Absolutely.
me, my opinion, honestly, I don't think it necessarily matters as much as this like people think it does. I just think a lot of black guys just want to take the easier route and go for low hanging fruit in the white community because they can't get the top shelf black women. But that's just my
Wow.
opinion.
That's and yeah, you made some great points, man. You made some great points, bro. Like, and yeah. And listen, even if you're a black guy and you decide, yeah, you wanna date low hanging fruit in other communities, do whatever you wanna do, but don't start. First of all, number one, don't start talking bad about your own community. Second of all, don't start gassing it up like you got some supermodel because you know you ain't. Do you get what I'm saying? So let's just
Yeah.
be normal, innit? Like, live your life, live your movie, be happy. Do you get what I'm saying? Again, I'm not
Yeah.
telling you not to do that, but be sensible in what you say and actually what you think. Like, be realistic. But is that all you wanted to say, bro?
Yeah, just about. And like I just want and like too, like I'm not saying that I smash tens, right? Like I'm just saying like for me personally, like I know because like I use dating apps and like I've hooked up on dating apps with both black women and white women. And I don't mean like fat chicks either. Like, they're average, decent quality chicks. So it's like it's not like you can't have your pick in the litter necessarily in either field. It's just if you do the work, you may not get the top shelf women because, like, let's be honest, top shelf men, whether you're like a white athlete, like a white celebrity or a black celebrity, they're going to get those women regardless. But if you self improve, I mean, you're going to at least get some of them out there. Most of them, like if you do the self improvement, a lot of them are going to like you regardless of what race you are. But
Yeah,
that's just
bro,
my
like, I'll be real with you. I did a lot of self-improvement and I'm still doing it till this day, bruv. When I was little, I was a fat kid and I got teased for it, bruv. And then I wasn't confident. I wasn't confident. Like I didn't have nothing going on, I didn't have no direction, bro. Like, bro, you have to just fix your life, bro. And it's not even so that you can date black women or do interracial dating. You got to do it for yourself, bro. And that's it. Like, and then when you do improve yourself, more opportunities come your way, and yes, opportunities with women. Simple. Do you get what I'm saying? And like, another thing is you need to be realistic. Do you know what I mean? That's why I don't come out here and start saying, oh, I'm the best looking guy. I'm a good looking. I don't bother say that, bruv. Like, I just let my results speak for themselves. And that's it. You know what I mean? Whatever, you can think you're the most, like I see all these little YouTube channels, all these guys making videos. Oh, when you're a handsome man, this is what happens when you're a handsome man. Oh, the reason why women don't like attractive men. I'm thinking, you're an idiot, bruv. This is a stupid title, bruv. What kind of title is why women don't like attractive men? Stupid video, bruv. Like, do what you're meant to do it all the time, and you will get more opportunities, and then pick the best of the opportunities that come your way. Simple.